All right, it is midnight. What's going on, everybody? Coach Respect, the wise guy, on YouTube, wherever that video is. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and subscribe to this YouTube channel, because you are going to find me on here almost every day for the next 100 days. In this video, I am going to tell you guys about my plans for this YouTube channel and the almost 200 topics that I've planned out. It is midnight, it is past midnight, and this is a live. Who knows who's on here? If you're awake, smash that like button right now and throw a comment down below. Let me know you're awake and you're watching. If you're not, that's all right. We'll talk to you guys in the morning. Make sure you watch this video. Watch it to the very end, because in this video, I'm going to talk about a few things. I'm going to talk about the topics that I have planned out for the next 100 days while I navigate my channel and try to make my channel grow to 20,000 subscribers. So again, we're going to try to go live every day for the next 100 days, whether it's at midnight till 2 a.m. or it's at 2 a.m. or it's in the morning. It's going to be very random and very sporadic. And we're going to talk about a variety of topics, Amazon related, how to sell A to Z on Amazon, all the different topics that people want to know about. And we're going to talk about making money with different types of income streams. And what I do, what you can do, what other options are there, what I want to try. We'll talk about those types of things. And we'll also we'll throw in some trending topics into there as well. So like I said, May 2nd, I started planning.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Okay, Alexa. I started planning different things that I wanted to talk about in my lives. And so I had come up with 100 topics. And as you can see, here we go. 100 different topics all the way through. The first 100 topics are easy to come up with. It's those second set of 100 topics that I got up to 138. And I'm going to keep going till I get to 200, and then I'm going to try to put in a third set of another 100 topics specific that I want to talk about. But I'm going to give you guys an overview of what it is that I want to kind of review. And thank you guys for the feedback on my YouTube channel, or excuse me, on my Instagram at The Wise Guy, for the different ideas and what you guys are interested in. Thank you for letting me know, because I will throw those on my list. So if you guys have ideas, throw those in the comments right now. What do you want to know about Amazon? What do you want to know about making money? What do you want to know about raising a family? What do you want to know about having kids? What do you want to know about life in general and succeeding, setting goals? If you go on my Instagram right now, make sure you go on my Instagram right now. You guys can win this. This bad boy here is a brand new set of Solo 2s, Beats by Dre, Luxe Edition. This is a giveaway. It's going to be given away at the end of May, or as soon as I hit 100 comments. So go on my Instagram and find that post. And it's about goals. So leave your ideas on how you set goals. I'd like to see it. And the best entries will get entered into a randomizer online that will pick the winner, and I will send these bad boys to that winner. So make sure you're jumping on my YouTube channel, Coach Respect, and make sure you plug away or leave a comment on that post. And I'll keep up in that post so people can find it, but it should be easy for you guys to find. So what up, guys? Smash again that like button right now. Smash it right now. Let me know you're on here. Throw a comment in the side. Tell me where you're from. What do you do? What's your goal? My goal with my YouTube channel is to go live at 100 lives in, let's say, 125 days. That's my goal. to go live every day for 125 days. My problem before and why I didn't do it as much is because I just ran out of ideas. I didn't know what to do, what to say. I felt like I was talking about the same thing over and over and over again. So what I did was I went and I planned and I did research on topics that I want to know about, I want to talk about with you guys, and that you guys want to know about, that are popular, in-demand topics. I wrote those down. I wrote 100 down, and then my goal was to write another 100 down, because once you get that first easy 100 topics, finding the second 100 are probably more. I had to dig deeper. It's much more difficult trying to figure out the next 100 topics after I wrote down 100 topics. Trying to figure out those next 100 topics that interested me and that would interest you guys too. I'm going to give you some ideas. So my first set of 100, really, they're just trending. They're hot. Millions of views on Amazon, millions and millions of views. So I wanted to do those and give you my take on all these hot topics by Amazon influencers and money-making influencers and all that type of stuff. I wanted to give you that, but from my perspective. But then the next 100 set, where I want to talk about things like, first one was, what app do I use to scan in stores? That was actually an influencer giving that one up. Nerf guns was another one. How to get to 20K organic followers is kind of like what I'm trying to do right now. Go live for you guys and have a conversation with you guys. So make sure you guys are saying something so I can chat with you guys. And then I go into I've been a professional salesman for 20 years. I've made money, and that's essentially how I've made a living, is earning commission sales in a niche, in the fitness industry niche, selling products like treadmills, ellipticals, bikes, you name it, fitness equipment. And like any niche, whether you're selling houses or cars, real estate, boats, doesn't matter. Every industry has its sales system that they follow. We have our sales system that we put customers through to take them on an experience. So when they come in a store like ours, they got qualified experts to sell them products and show them products and teach them how fitness works. And so I learned the sales system originally 20 years ago, when I was over 20 years ago, 1997, so 23 years ago. I would come to work at the company I worked for as a young 20-year-old guy, and immediately we would be put into a training area, and we would be listening to, the Tracy, what's that guy's name? Tracy, whatever. I forget half these guys' name, but we would listen to sales trainers take notes and study for an hour before we could actually go on the sales floor or, do our day-to-days. So I studied that stuff originally as a young guy, and that's kind of what built that work habit of learning systems and how effective they were, and applying them to different areas in my life to really get good, to convince customers, convince people buying products. And then it kind of became a passion of mine as I became a manager and became a trainer and became a resource for all that stuff. I always wanted to put out my own sales system, because I changed a lot of the concepts of what I learned. I made it my own and turned it into what would work for me, changed the process a little bit. It's still the same process, but, slightly, taking a little bit from different experts, different trainers, and putting it together and packaging it up for my industry. So I want to kind of give you guys sales systems that would work where you are, or work on Amazon, because I use a lot of that stuff when I'm making private label products. I put on my salesman hat, and I am constantly editing my bullet points, my photos, my packaging, so that the whole product is an experience, and that you're you're going to understand how great the product is when you're reading my bullet points or when you're looking at my pictures. So I want to be able to teach that. And it's in my course, obviously. It's in my course on the specific details you should put in on your bullet points, that if a customer sees your photos, they'll be directed to your bullet points. And in your bullet points, they'll be captured emotionally to buy your product. They'll be tied in emotionally to buy your product. Even if it's something simple as, we are a Canadian company. A lot of people are patriotic. They want to buy from a Canadian country. When you think on Amazon, 50% of the time you think, is this coming from China or is it coming from Canada? What is the scoop? So there are techniques that I've learned to use that have driven my sales up on Amazon as well. What else? I want to talk about specific niches. Retail arbitrage, we've mastered that. We're not expert masters like sensei, like ninjas, but we are great at retail arbitrage. And obviously I want to put a lot of emphasis on where we're buying, what we're buying, and dive into those different categories for you guys. Talk about toys, talk about books, talk about different products that we buy, sporting goods, automotive, pet, household goods, cleaning supplies, you name it, every aisle. So we'll hit all those aisles up. So let's go over these lists. Say hi if you're on. Again, smash that like button if you're on. Again, let's go over these lists. Let me give you guys an overview of what I want to talk about. The 100 YouTube videos and topics that I want to discuss with you guys. First one, we're hitting it off right now. My 100 video plan to grow my YouTube channel. Rally it's about consistency. From everything I studied through other YouTubers, they're like, Chris, you got to get consistent, man. You got to put in the time. You got to post frequently, and you got to keep it consistent. You got to plan your content. You got to work on things like your titles and your thumbnails and all that type of stuff. So obviously those are going to be my goals. And we've already put the 100 videos up that I want to discuss. So tomorrow's video we're going to look at, and I might throw, I'm going to obviously change this up, but is selling on Amazon FBA worth it? That's coming up tomorrow. How much does FBA cost? How do I start an Amazon FBA business? These are all topics you can obviously find on Amazon, but again, you're going to get my perspective on selling on Amazon. Is it worth it? How much does it cost? Right now, today, 2020, as of May 8th. So the videos are not going to be old. They're going to be very relevant, one. And two, each video that I do, I'm going to research it and spend a few hours, obviously, looking into what I want to talk about. So I'm going to take that video and put notes down, 3 or 4 specific areas that you'll want to know, you'll need to know. We'll talk about them. We'll discuss them, whether I think it's a great idea or if I think it's not a great idea. And then because it's live, we'll do a Q&A at the end of these videos or during these videos too. I'll answer your questions about all these topics. And at that time, I have 61 slots still available. So if there's a topic that you want discussed, that you need to know about, for example, Coach, tell me how to sell in the US. I live in Canada. That's a topic on here. So all of that stuff. How many will I do a day? How many of the topics will I do a day? I might be able to talk about 1. I might talk about 2. I might go through 4 in a row. It all depends on how long I want to go live for. So, in this video, we're talking about the 100 videos I plan to talk about to grow my YouTube channel. But if all of a sudden I take that 100 and I do 4 topics a session, per live, obviously that's only 25 days worth of topics. So that's why I'm trying to come up with 200 topics and not really veer too far out of my niche. I really want to keep it in the realm of making money online. I've actually found some awesome ways to make money I didn't even know about. And I want to talk about those too. I want to experience those. I want to give those a shot. I'm not going to go drive Uber or do Lyft or any of that type of stuff. That's not my wheelhouse. But for example, did you know you can make money listening to music on YouTube? You can make 15 bucks an hour listening to music on YouTube. We'll look into that. What are you doing right now? You're off of COVID. You're sitting at home. You've been laid off of work. What can you do? What are you doing? What can you do for free to make money? How can you launch your Amazon business for $100? Turn that $100 into $1,000. What can you do? We'll even do it live. Planning on throwing in a 10 to 20 spot list on case studies so that we can actually put these methods to work. We'll do some lives in the stores that we go to, or so we'll do some live screen shares on the different startups that we're going to do to generate money, make money, and see what works. I'm not a Shopify expert. I'm not an eBay guy. When I did eBay 20 years ago, I screwed up my account. They literally knew I was a bad guy, or eBay had me as a bad guy. 20 years later, when I tried to fix that, I was trying to sell a product, resell a product that went gated on me on YouTube. I was trying to find other ways to clear this product out. When I tried to reopen my YouTube account, they red flagged me. Took a few days, not too long to get that all cleared up, but it was because of mistakes I had made over 20 years ago on that account. As a kid, had no clue how eBay worked. So, but we'll talk. Again, I'm not an expert in those areas, but we'll talk about those areas. And if you're an expert in that area, I'd love your feedback. But I'm excited, man. This is going to be fun. This is definitely the direction I needed to go with my channel, and just do some lives for you. I might edit some of those lives and take the nuggets out, like the clips like Rogan does, and throw those up so people don't have to watch the hour or two or whatever we do, but they can just watch the gems, and I'll throw how to do it. I'll throw some magic in on those videos and give them some eye candy. What other topics we got? So I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm going to jump back and forth. I'm going to jump through them. Is Amazon still profitable in 2020? Can Amazon make you rich? Why are my Amazon fees so high? What sells the most on Amazon? Here's a one. I'm going to jump right to my 139th entry. My 139th entry is, what is the most expensive item on Amazon? Did you know there's a $10 million product on Amazon? It's a painting by Abia Avila. Go check it out. It just looks like the splashes of paint. Yeah, this is gonna be fun, man. This is gonna be fun, guys. What is the most sold item in the world? I know the answer to a lot of these things already because I did some preliminary research. This is information that you should know if you're selling on Amazon anyway. Studying products, really what you are, like, again, Amazon, you want to pull in $50,000 revenue a month. You want to pull in $100,000 revenue a month. You should really have your ear to the ground when it comes to products. You should really get involved with selling such a wide variety of products that your experience becomes really wide. And then your depth of knowledge is just on the products that are doing well. And then you drop the rest. And so we'll really talk about that. What else do we got here? What is the most sold item in the world? What products are in high demand? What products are trending right now? Google Trends. We'll play with Google Trends. I'll show you how I use Google Trends to do product research. I'll even show you how I do a lot of my product research with retail arbitrage and with online arbitrage and all of those those different styles of selling on Amazon. What can I make at home to make money? Do-it-yourself stuff. Let me know. Smash the like button right now if you guys have a homemade account on Amazon. Have any of you tried applying for a homemade account where you make the products that you want to sell on Amazon? Let me know right now in the comment section. What homemade things sell the best online? How can I get rich quick? What are the 7 streams of income? Check out the comment section of this video. I put the names of the 7 streams of income. Millionaires operate within 3 of them minimum. So if you want to be a millionaire, you have to have at least 3 streams of income. How do I start drop shipping on Amazon? I get that question all the time because a lot of sellers on Amazon. There's a lot of sellers on Amazon, obviously. But when you're looking at your competition, when you launch a product or when you scan a product and you look at the competition, you always notice the different types of sellers. There's the mid price point sellers. There's the low sellers. There's the bottom profit level sellers where they're not making a lot of money. There's those mid, and then there's these ridiculously high priced sellers with high level of shipping costs. We'll talk about what each one of those and what their tactics and their style, what they're trying to do, how they're actually selling on Amazon. You can click some of those sellers that are selling a product. We'll give you a price point, let's say $20, and you'll look at the competition, you'll evaluate the competition, you'll see some sellers that are selling that same $20 product that has 7 or 10 different FBA sellers in and around that price point. And then all of a sudden you'll see 5 or 6 sellers selling that product for $80, $90 plus an exorbitant amount on shipping and handling. And then you'll click on those sellers and you'll see that they have reviews upwards in the tens of thousands of seller reviews, which obviously means they've had 10,000 sales minimum and reviews on them as a seller. So we'll talk about those guys, and I'll tell you a little bit about those guys and what they do and how they make their money. How can I make, is it safe to buy from Alibaba? I had a good chat with one of my friends on Instagram. We're very similar in our lives. We both got 4 kids. I think he's got 3 or 4, and young kids, and wives aren't working right now, staying at home. His wife works but is off because of COVID. He's working multiple jobs, or he's working a job, but he's working long days and six days a week, I think he said. It's just hard times for people. And I always go about, I'm a very optimistic guy. I've always been optimistic. I've read so many books that's completely changed my mind. I've brainwashed myself essentially to not be negative and not want to be around negative people and not want to hear negativity all the time. Sometimes I'll say stuff that's stupid and negative, and it is what it is. But I think in this time, you really got to be optimistic about life in general and not have a lot of worries, and you got to stay away from that stuff. But at the end of the day, listen, excuses are excuses. You should always know that there really isn't any excuse that has much validity to hold you back. There should be nothing that can stop you from doing whatever it is you want to do. It's just a matter of switching things around and reorganizing things and prioritizing things, setting goals, telling someone, committing to that goal, to somebody that you're going to achieve that goal. Like right now, I'm committing to whoever's going to watch this video, whether it's 10 people or 3 people right now or 10 or 100 or 1,000 or 5,000 people. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm going live for 100 days. Now, I would look like an idiot. I would feel embarrassed if I didn't achieve that. If I just set you guys up and you guys are counting on me, I would feel embarrassed not to go after it. Even if I sucked for the first 100 videos, even if they were terrible, the bottom line is what holds people back is they think too much. And so I just had a great conversation online and just, here's my thoughts. Here's where I'm at. We're very similar, and let's just put one foot in front of the other and let's just move in the direction. Let's not ask too many questions. Let's just try to make things happen, and we'll fix the leaks along the way. And if you're really good, what we'll find is you'll achieve a lot through the idea of setting a target, aiming at it, and fixing all the problems along the way that you're going to incur, jumping over them so that you can reach the finish line. Because you're going to run into stuff. That's a given. You don't know what they're going to be. If you start trying to predict those things, that's where people get in trouble. So stop it. Stop trying to predict what you think the problems are going to be or what the problems are right now. Stop painting pictures of what you are dealing with right now. Stop speaking them into existence. Just do. Just go. Just start. You'll get some steps. Whether you even get 1 foot in front of you and all of a sudden your shoelace is untied, tie your shoelace and then start moving. Start your business. Someone's like, there's so many procrastinators. And you know who you are because I got to talk to you guys all the time. And you just tell me your problems and you tell me how you didn't start and you want to start. And, Chris, you got to help me. You got to help me. You guys keep telling me I got to help you. And then I asked you that one question. Well, are you registered as an Amazon seller? And you're like, no. Well, the buck stops there. I can't help you. You haven't even taken the first step, which is free. It's free to register. Go register a free account. Once you've done that, you're there. And I'm not speaking to certain people. Don't think I'm speaking to you, but there are certain people who I talked to years ago, who just get stuck thinking too much rather than taking action. So smash that like button. If I'm right. If I'm wrong, don't smash that like button. But that's really what it is about. It's not just about telling yourself you're going to do it. It's about telling, somebody else and letting that person hold you accountable. Put a video up out there. I remember, what was it, 10 years ago? I was probably 240 pounds, not happy with how heavy I got. And just finally made that decision that I needed to get back into shape, decided on what I was going to do, which was at the time was a popular video series called 10-Minute Trainer. If you know that video series, let me know, smash that button. And it really was just about doing the work and putting one foot in front of the other. And of course, as you start to work, you realize, okay, I can probably get more results if I do twice a day. And I could probably get more results if I do it 3 times a day. It's only 10 minutes, right? And I just eventually, in the first 20 days, I think I lost, in the first 10 days, maybe I lost like 20 pounds. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about the whole point of all the whole weight loss journey or getting into shape. But the point is, I put it out. My commitment was to hold myself accountable, was to put it out on video. So you actually can find video of me. Tony Horton, 10-Minute Trainer. You can even put my name, Chris Ducharme. And it's day 1 to, I think I go to day 90. And I do both food and the exercise. And I video my exercise. And the accountability tap was that I would film everything. My goal was to always put the content out. And that was really powerful. So despite everything, and the results spoke for itself because I just kept putting one in front of the other. And then I started getting better and better, better shape. And then obviously by the end, the transformation was ridiculous. And it's lasted such a long period of time. So that was just a commitment thing, and it's a commitment thing for everybody. But again, back to what we're trying to talk about. back to the straight line. So what else is cool here? How do I find wholesale vendors? You'll love that. GRASS, obviously, is a system that came up. All my students know what GRASS means. Grow your inventory, run your auto pricer, advertise, swim, and scan everything. How am I going to expand GRASS to include some other stuff that's will be a level up for people who've mastered GRASS? Because at the end of the day, if you're trying to sell on Amazon or Shopify or eBay or whatever the case may be, GRASS is the fundamentals for all of it. You need to grow your inventory. You need to run an auto pricer, make sure your prices is at a place where people want to buy your products, whether it's on or off. You need to just evaluate that. You need to run ads. One of the promotions I'm running on Instagram right now is I'm giving away my ads. I'm giving away my ad revenue, not my ad revenue, my cash, my ad spend. I spend average on $100 a day on Amazon. It's not a lot. Some sellers spend 10 times that or more. But I spend $100 a day on ads. And I'm going to shut my ads off. I'm going to give that $100 away in certain amounts, maybe $10 here, $40 here, $20 here, whatever. You got to have a PayPal. But it's all to the goal to grow my Instagram, to grow my YouTube channel. So jump on Instagram. When those photos come up, they're just comment away, say what you want to say, comment on the photo, whatever. Follow and do whatever you do, but enter, because listen, if I get 100 comments, like what do we have, like 30, 40 comments today's post, which was for the beats, these bad boys right here, these $159 beats plus tax. These are brand new, not even opened. Giving these away. I'm going to ship them to you. It'll probably cost me $50 if you live somewhere in the States. It might cost you more. It might cost me $100 if you live in Timbuktu. I'll get them to you. And you can win them. I'm going to pick the best comments. I'm going to pick them. If you're leaving cheesy stuff, you're not going to make it. If you're serious, then you throw a great comment there, a thoughtful one. I'm going to throw you guys in a generator. It's going to spit something out. I'm going to do it live, and I'm going to send that to you. And I think there's 3 money ones coming up in the next 3 days. $10, $40 cash prizes. Those are easier because if you have PayPal, I'm just going to PayPal you your guys' contest winnings. So smash that like button if you think that's a good idea. But the whole point is, my goal is 20,000. And like my weight loss goal, you get to a point where you're like, I have 500 videos. I'm a 1,500 subscriber guy. Why? It's obviously not my subscribers. It's got to be me. So you have to look at it. You got to figure out what the problem is. You got to keep moving. I haven't stopped making videos. The obvious was I wasn't consistent. Then I look at my metrics. I'm like, I was consistent there, and it spiked to like 40 a day. But then I would fall off the wagon and not do anything for months. Like my last break was like a 3-month break. Okay. The goal was still in the back of my mind. I didn't give up. I failed miserably. Didn't give up. Took me some time to really process it. Decided, well, maybe YouTube's not working. I'm going to put my time somewhere else, put it in my private label business because it is working. Still didn't go away that the goal of growing my YouTube channel was on the back of my mind. We got to get here. What do people want from me? I'm giving them topics. Who knows? Maybe they like it, maybe they don't. They're not super popular. They get some views, but nothing crazy. So who knows? So maybe it's consistency. Maybe it is. We'll see. So we're still going to move forward. We're going to throw consistency down. I learned from other people who have large channels and their advice, and I've taken great notes, and it really all is the same fundamentals, which is GRASS, the GRASS of the YouTube world, which is consistency, content, thumbnails, all that type of stuff. So we're here. We're going. Erkan Ravindran says, how does sales tax work for Amazon FBA? It works differently if you're in the US or if you're in Canada, you have to set them up. So guys, if you're selling on Amazon, make sure you set up your sales tax. You have to apply for a GST number in Canada, get your PST all set up in Canada. You'll put the number into your Amazon setup section. Your account information will take in your GST number, that information, and then you're home free. Then you just make sure that you pay your GST, whether you set up monthly or annually or whatever the case may be. But we can even talk about that. I'll go into details. Maybe I'll throw some of that. Yeah, let's throw that on there. How does sales tax work for Amazon FBA? You're number 139. And if you search that topic on my video, I mean, I talk about it. I talk about taxes, sales taxes. I give some great resources. So go check that out if you need to check that out. How do sales taxes work for FBA? All right. We're right on. Okay, so where are we at? We got, what another one here? Grass, so all those things. Trademarks. We'll talk trademarks. How can you get a trademark? Do you need a trademark? How do you register your trademark on Amazon? What is a common law trademark? All things that I've dove into, and I got a decent amount of understanding, and I've talked to some experts in those fields. A lot of people say, Chris, why don't you go and do a collab? That's one of the things that is on the list, is to collab. I'm going to collab with like interesting, I'm not going to collab with other FBA sellers. I'm going to collab with like my Fiverr guys. I'm going to collab with some of the experts in the industry that make my packaging, that do my, thumbs for my listings. And these guys are around the world. They're not in Canada or US. These guys are doing this globally. I do a lot of business. I do a lot of my contracting with Fiverr. I also am going to talk with about virtual assistants. So virtual assistants, hiring staff. Who's interested in knowing about growing your business with virtual assistants or growing your business with your own staff? We'll talk about product research tools like Jungle Scout and all the different ones. I'll do a comparison. That's 46 video. What else we got? Pay-per-click. I got like 10 videos in a row on pay-per-click. That might be a topic for one day where I go through them all. Again, it just depends on how long we go live for. Right now, it's been 37 minutes. We're just talking about what's on here. And then I was on Google Trends. So I actually put this on Google Trends, but did you know selling bathwater is a thing? There's someone selling their bathwater. And if you thought you couldn't make money, or if you're in a position right now where it's like you don't know what to do, right now you've been laid off from your job, you have an Amazon business, you're collecting CERP, that's going to run out. The times are looking tough. Just think there's someone out there selling bathwater right now and making money. It's got to lead you to believe that the internet is the biggest resource for people who need to generate money, who have value, who have something that's worth something to someone. You just got to be able to figure out who your audience is and tap into that audience. And if someone can sell bathwater to somebody, there's an audience for you. You're going to have to take risks. You're going to have to do research. You're going to have to plan. You're going to have to go and put content out. You're going to have to try listening to guys like Gary Vee, who told one person to reach out to, that person was trying to get an internship at Gary Vee. And his question was, did you reach out to 100 of my staff until you got through to somebody? Did you reach out, blah, blah, blah. Just how much effort are you putting into? How much effort really are you putting into to the end goal, whatever it is, whether it's money or in this case views or a channel growth or a business on Amazon, a second income, a third income stream. How much have you worked at that? That's the question you got to ask yourself. When you're going through these hard times. The internet, how resourceful. I was in Save on Foods. Save on Foods. Everyone has a phone. Okay. And if you don't have an Amazon account, sign up for one. It's free. Here's why. You don't have to take my course. You don't have to learn anything else. But if you're unstable connection, let me know if you guys can still hear me. My computer just popped up, said your connection is unstable. Please wait while we try reconnecting. Type, you can hear me on the chat box. Back to the story. I'm in Save on Foods grocery store in Canada, here in Vancouver. And if someone told me, hey, whoever you are, you want to add a way to make money to your phone, doesn't involve anything other than you setting up a free account and scanning products and adding them into your inventory. That's all you have to do. You don't actually even have to buy the inventory. You just have to scan the products into your inventory. I'm going to give you guys a video on that. I'm going to tell you about it right now. I don't have any money. Let's say I lost my job, but I'm an Amazon seller. I don't have any money. I can't go buy products and send it to Amazon. I would download the app. I would get the screen where you can get the pixelated images. There I am. There's two of me now. Cool, eh? Okay, those diamonds are scanning recons that can collect an image. For example, let's scan the Beats image. You can scan the barcode too. Let's scan this Beats image. Okay, let me scan the barcode. Okay, that one's taking forever. It scanned my computer. Okay, let's scan Pringles. There we go. Okay, so Pringles pops up. Okay, I'm in a store. I have the app. Coach Chris said, hey, with your app, you see something on sale at the store. It's on for a pretty good price that you can get it for. Scan the product. So add product to inventory. The bottom right there. Right there. It says sell. Just click that button. Add it to your inventory as long as you're eligible. It'll tell you that. Just put new. Give it a price. Let's say you can buy it for $3 in the store. Even if it's a regular price, and you don't have any money, and you're just trying to find a way to make money, this is how powerful the internet is. You can just go scan hundreds of barcodes and find a trending product that's even a regular price, $19.99 board game. It's always $19.99. And there's tons available. For some reason on Amazon, this board game sells for $50. And Amazon takes $20. It's going to cost you $22. There's going to be $8 profit left. Add it to your inventory, but don't buy it. Wait for sales to come in. When sales come in, then just go source those products. A little more risky, but anyway. The whole point is the internet is way too powerful for people to stay broke. It's way too powerful for people to stay broke. You got to get on top of the resource now. Don't wait until something like COVID happens, and don't wait until you have no job, your wife's been laid off, and you have a mortgage due, and your income is starting to dwindle, and you're now starting to get nervous and stressed out, and whatever the case may be. Start understanding more about the power of what's on your phone and what's in front of you, this computer. Start a YouTube channel, get 1,000 views, talk about something, grow it. You might be an expert in snakes. Grow your channel and talk about snakes. you will find that there's probably 25,000 people who want to know what you know about reptiles, or the fact that you can bring them outside and put them in the grass, or whatever the case may be. It doesn't matter. You just got to start putting one foot in front of the other, and you got to start creating this content and learning the power of YouTube. You can join Fiverr. You can be a content creative person and offer your services, and people will reach out to you. And then as soon as you do, you create service. You don't need an inventory. You don't need, I don't know, you might need to pay to have a Fiverr account as a seller. If you do, let me know. I don't know. I really honestly don't know, But again, the power of this computer here can help you achieve your goals in so many ways. And again, it's about telling people your goals and holding yourself accountable, so that if you fail, you feel embarrassed. Or if you don't do it, you're going to feel embarrassed, because you should probably tell somebody too that will hold you accountable. That will say, well, why didn't you actually do what you said you were going to do? So, and so many people reach out to me, and it's fine and dandy. And I love, actually, I got, it was like 15 more messages on here. All of them are saying nice. Like the message. But again, I have conversations on here all the time. People's intentions were great, but they never took actions. And then they reach out a year later and they're frustrated that, or they want help, or whatever the case may be. All right, let's back to here. So what else? We got Amazon. We can talk about PPC, selling bathwater. Again, that was the whole point. If someone can sell bathwater, you can do this. You can do anything. You always got to think to the ridiculous things that people are doing. And these are influencers, just ridiculous influencers that are dressing up and doing crazy things so that they build this following, and then somebody wants to buy their bathwater. Gun stores are selling out. Five Below versus Dollarama. And that's something I actually wanted to do. We're going to go, when the borders open back up, we're going to jump into the US. We're going to do an inventory buy, and we're going to bring it back into Canada and tell people what our experience is in selling products in the bringing products back from the US to sell in Canada. We're even going to try to do a RA in the US, ship our inventory from the US, same day from our car, and see if it works into our US account. We're going to try some bizarre things like that. Print the labels from an office supplies store there, whatever it takes. Even if we have to stay in a hotel and print from the hotel, whatever it takes. We're going to try to do a run out of country, even though you're not supposed to, because we don't have a visa. We can't work there. But we're going to try. It's illegal. It's probably dangerous. I should rethink that. Why is product research important? What is Amazon Seller Essential? These are all just topics that are really basic, but I'll give you my take on them, my spin, my personal ideas. What else? 5 apps to make money from on your phone. And again, these are topics that other influencers are doing that I found compelling, interesting. I thought, that's a good one. I like what he's talking about. I want to talk about it too. How to make $15 an hour listening to music. How to promote your new YouTube channel. Broke to $1 million. How to go from broke to $1 million in revenue in however long you want to do it. I'll give you exactly how. How to find suppliers with free 2 to 5 day shipping. Business ideas for women. 4 steps for making money online. Maybe when I do the business ideas for women, maybe my wife will join me. Or my daughter. We'll see. Or my youngest daughter. Broke to success in 90 days. How you can be broke. And that's the whole theme of today, because there's so many people reaching out saying just tough times. And man, it sucks. This COVID thing sucks. The economy definitely has to open up in a safe manner, but it's got to get back. Got to get back into people. Got to get back to action. The longer we wait, I think it's going to be hard to get back into it. I think businesses can still be business as usual if we can just get back to it. You know, people should just commit to as much safety standards as they can, you know, or mandate it. Just like open, but mandate everything. What is retail arbitrage? Arbitrage 2020. We'll really go into depth on that, so I can take even the newest person on a tour that they can start with whatever is in your wallet. $70 an hour from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has been an interesting topic when I went and dove into YouTube and what people were really liking. Dollar Tree was a hot topic. I have a few Dollar Tree videos myself. Not many, mostly book related or just bundle related topics. But let's go into how much money you can actually make buying things that cost $1. $70 an hour. Another one was $45 an hour. Dollar Tree has no clue. People are buying products from their store and making $45 an hour, reselling them. How I sell their books, their $1 books for 100%. How I sell their 100% legal. How I sell their $1 books for whatever. Like I remember selling a $1 book from Dollarama, lots of them, but they were listing at $45+ and they would sell. Not a lot, like maybe I think sold six. I want to say one title I sold about 6 in a year. I had multiple titles. I didn't buy a ton of depth of inventory. I think I bought just a few titles of each, but multiple titles of these really like 500,000 plus ranked books that had a tremendous amount of profit. And they were just $1.25 plus tax, $1.40. And they went $45+ on Amazon. 30 times profit. $5 general items anyone can flip. 5 general items anyone can flip versus $5 items anyone can flip. $100 an hour selling a Dollar Tree dish soap. I saw that one. That was by Walter Blake. If you don't know Walter Blake, go check out his YouTube channel. Entertaining stuff. Return pallets, shoes. If you want to be in the shoe business, I mean, there's books and toys and all the other stuff, but how about, I mean, The Last Dance is on right now, and everybody knows J's are like probably the most popular shoe of all time. I posted a pic on Instagram of me in 1994 playing baseball with a pair of J's on. How I've bought about, to date, I've bought about 100 pair of shoes, maybe a little less, not that high, probably about 70 pairs of shoes that sell on Amazon. I did Adidas, I got Nike, and I got a few boot brands. All sold out, except for my boot brands. They've been trickling, like slow, too slow. And Amazon's on that listing, that's the problem. But my Nike, my Adidas. So how you can buy shoes and sell them on Amazon if you want to do the shoe deal. Get yourself a shoe deal. So that was my first 100, you know, here and there, you know, broke to sales in 90 days, broke to success in 90 days. You know, how I went from $56 to $5,600 in 5 weeks. In my first 5 weeks, it's my own experience. And just how some of my sellers have went from my YouTube channel videos only, exclusive to my YouTube, did join my course, but just went off my YouTube channels. And I remember the day when they made their first sale to the day now where some of my sellers are 300,000, 500,000, 600,000, $1 million in annual sales. and they're not in my course. They just went off my YouTube channels, whatever other resources they could find. But because we connected and we conversate and we talk back and forth on Instagram, we keep each other and we talk. It literally is a friendship. How some of those sellers have gone on to do hundreds of thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars just off my YouTube videos. And then students of mine, how students of mine are doing super successful as well. Here's the next 100. Well, not quite. It's only 40. What apps do I use to scan in stores? There's a variety of them, so we'll talk about those. I bought $2,700 worth of Nerf guns. How do I get 20,000 organic followers? Hidden clearance items at Walmart. Hidden clearance items. So there's clearance items, and there's actually items that are regular price, but if you scan them with the Walmart app, guys, make sure you download the Walmart app. Make sure you have the Walmart app on your phone. Because you see that? There's Walmart. Bottom, they got the scanning tool. There's your scanning tool. There I am. That scans Walmart products. How much is that at Walmart? Groceries. And it is the Pringles. There it is. $1.67. But there's products on it in Walmarts that you can scan. They're hidden on shelves, and they're actually hidden sales that they actually don't show. So if you can learn how to find those products, just fun games. Getting approved for Nike, Adidas, how to do that. Hidden clearance, selling system, my sales system, overview, greeting, report, qualifications, demonstrations, handling objections, closing, asking customers to buy. How you would do that if you want to change what you're doing right now. Maybe you want to get into sales. Every industry is different. The process is the same. You're taking somebody through an experience. And as soon as you can learn how to connect with a customer, you can sell anybody on emotion. You can connect with anybody. You can follow up, how to take leads, how to follow up with your leads. It's an entire process. So I threw in like a 10-part series there where I'll write out some scripts, and I'll throw some scripts at you guys so that you can enjoy that. Maybe you'll learn a thing or two about the sales process and how the sales process applies to an Amazon business. Why books? Why toys? Why pet? Why automotive? Why household? Why beauty? How to use Fiverr. Paying for collaborations with your Fiverr reps, top sellers on Amazon, top 10 Amazon influencers, top 10 product research tools, my journey, my story. Future of Amazon FBA, Amazon stock market, investing. What do I invest in? What do you invest in? The great thing about doing lives is eventually I think we'll get a lot more engagement. I would say we. It's really only just me and whoever's on here. Erican's on here. Shanaz 22 is on here. Yeah, you're good. Cutting out a bit, but still awesome. Online arbitrage, Canadian Tire, Walmart, Dollarama, London Drugs. Online versus retail. I'm going to do an online screen shares for you. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to do a screen share. I did it before. YouTube is weird because they don't allow you to screen share through their app. They used to. There was a time when they used to. I don't know why they don't do it anymore. Or if they do and you know how, let me know. But I had to download, I forget what it's called, OS something or I don't know. The software that you can put in your keys, your YouTube keys into it, and it'll allow you to screen share. So we'll screen share a few sessions, whether it's product research or Walmart session or an online Canadian Tire, Walmart, Dollarama, where we just find products. Like I have a product, and I kind of talk about this on my Instagram or on my stories. So go check out my stories on Instagram. I have a product. It's a random product. I just throw it on there for giggles. It's not my favorite product, but it does my favorite amount of volume, which is 20 sales a day. And obviously any more than 20 is I love it. I love products that sell more than 20 units a day. It's a $10 item, sells 20 a day, but I make 25 cents. I don't make any money. And I always say, be as happy with $10 profit as you would with $1 profit. Be as happy with $1 as you would with $50 profit. If you're making $1 profit and you're investing $1.25, that's really good. In this case, I'm investing $1.40 to make 25 cents. And even at $20, 20 units volume, that's still only $5 profit a day. Times that by 30 days, that's $150 profit for what would be ultimately, how many would be that? So it'd be 10 times $1.40 is $11.40, 22 $1.40 times 10 is $11.40. Double that is $22.80. $22.80 to make $5. So $22.80 to make $5. And then $22.80 times 10 is 228. Times 3 is 660, whatever, 70, 84, something like that. 680, 784, I don't know what it is. Anyway, that much to make, $150. Is it worth it? So anyways, I go through that on my stories. It's kind of cool. Are you happy with 25 cents? For me, it's giggles. It's actually probably not worth it to a lot of sellers because it ties up your cash flow. But again, it sells 20 units a day, so it doesn't really tie it up for all that long. You could send 500 units at 20 a day. You need to have 600 units at Amazon at any given time. And it'll, just to sell that inventory. What else we got here? Top grocery items to sell. Retail arbitrage in the mall. We're gonna go in a mall. In a mall. I put it at the very end because malls are closed right now. But we'll go in the mall. We'll hit stores up and we'll film it. And we will. These are all commitments I'm making to you guys. I'm gonna commit to all these things I'm talking about. Everything here. You're gonna see this in the next 100 days. Hopefully all the stores are open back up. So we'll go through the mall, we'll hit the grocery store, we'll hit the anchor stores, we'll hit the independent stores, we'll hit the random stores, we'll hit the stores we have no clue what they sell, see what we could sell online in as many of those stores as we can. That kind of be weird, eh? Maybe we'll have to do some education, have to go and do a run first, a dry run, talk to the different store owners, make some friends. Retail arbitrage at Target in the US to bring back to Canada. So I start to get creative in this second 100 products. As you can see, my brain is starting to become more creative. What else can I do? And then obviously all the ones that are popular are already out there on YouTube. But these now are like my mind telling me, well, this would be interesting. That would be interesting. This would be stuff that would be fun for me. What is the most expensive product sold on Amazon? What is the most expensive item on Amazon? Which is that $10 million painting. How does sales taxes work? Which is great feedback. Let me know right now if you have any topics. Give me a couple keywords. I'll throw them on here. I'll look into them, see if they engage and help me out. Car shopping. Let's throw that on here because I am looking to buy a new truck or a Corvette or a Camaro. Perhaps we can get that done in the next 100 days. Car shopping. Corvette or Camaro. I'm a vet guy. My car is the end of its life, so I might as well move on. Car shopping on a truck. I was looking at the Denali. I don't know what edition it was, but it's on my stories, I think. No, it's gone now. But the Denali was nice. I'm a GM guy. I'm sure you guys would be like, no, don't buy GM. I don't really care, but I do like their stuff. I am the future. 6,000 SB free watch. Yeah, okay. We'll hide you. I'm not a car guy. I'm not gonna have a YouTube channel about cars, but it'd be fun to go out and show you guys what I'm looking at, what I want to buy. 3 months from now, 100 days. 100 days. What would that be? May, June, July, August. So just kind of through the summer. So, anyways, I'm at 142. I still need another 100 after this. They're gonna be really deep diving topics. And I need another 60, 58 to finish this the 200 that I have. My goal is to get all my topics done by the end of the weekend. And my next live is tomorrow. So I'm going to date these as I go by. This was May, whatever we're at. I don't even know what day of the week it is. Right now, with the company that I work for, in a video or two ago, I told you guys that it's in fitness, and fitness has exploded to 5-10 times performance. And our web company has completely blown all their tires, can't handle the surge of business, which is obviously a good thing, but a really bad thing. And of course, your Amazon guy has to go and fix it all. So I've been fixing the problem with our company in our web world. And again, setting goals, and this is why I wanted to give away these beats and tell people, set goals, set outcomes, set targets. And you can't just do that. You have to tell people you're going to do it. You're on it. I always use the word on it. On it. ONIT. You're on it. And you'll have it done by this date. That's what you have to do. Anything that you want to accomplish, you have to say you're on it, and you have it done by this date, and you have to tell people. And those people have to be important. They can't just be random strangers. If they're important, they got to hold you accountable, and they got to be able to say to you, well, is it done? And if it's not, why not? And they got to be disappointed. And they got to be people you don't want to disappoint. That's the power of goal setting. Give yourself a deadline. That's the whole thing. But you got to hold yourself accountable and take that to a next level. Listen, if you want to be a millionaire, document everything that you're doing. That's a very powerful tool. Document it. Put it on video. Put it out there for people to see. Share your journey. Share what you've got. Be honest with yourself. Share what you've done. Even if you didn't take enough steps, make sure it's a few steps. But if you didn't take enough, they'll hold you accountable. People will hold you accountable. They'll think you're an idiot. You won't grow. My channel won't grow if I don't hold myself accountable and share what's going on. So I'll probably do lives from my phone too. Might as well. When I'm out and about, we'll go live and I'll just share the process with you guys and make sure that every damn day we are on here live. And what is going on, Faisal? Good to see you, man. Respect. So I'm gonna be grinding to get more information down here, and then tomorrow we're gonna dive into, is selling on Amazon FBA worth it? And we'll keep adding in more topics. Maybe how much does it cost to do on Amazon? How do I start an Amazon FBA business? Is Amazon still profitable in 2020? So I'll probably do a simulation for you guys on that one and show you exactly. And I'll even give you guys a starter kit. Listen, if you guys join me tomorrow, I'll give you guys a starter kit. Give you guys a starter kit of products you can go spend $100 on, and you can make your money right away. Listen, if my YouTube followers tell me they are in 18 months have gone from zero to making their first sale to 18 months later having done $600,000 in book sales, you can do it too. Books. My advice every time they get stuck is grow your inventory. Grass. Run your auto pricer. Hey, coach, I bought all that stuff. I sent it to Amazon. I haven't sold anything. Let me ask you a question. Do you have the best price on any of your units? Huh? No, you can't just throw it at Amazon and just let it sit there. It still has to have the buy box. Huh? Yeah, you got to have the best price. Tell you what, go run your auto pricer. You're new, just go run it. Once you get some equity, then sure, you can start to not run it, start to keep certain price points higher, make more money. You start to monitor those other sellers. You can 999 them, see what kind of inventory they got. There's a lot of detail you can do later, but for now, go run your auto pricer. Comes back a few days later. Oh, I made my first sale. Oh, I made that one. Oh, I made that one. Wow, I made $45 today. And you didn't do anything, but you turned on a button that made sure that your prices were great. Then you go and source more of that inventory, and you go and find inventory that is doing great, and you send more of that to Amazon. But I'll give you guys a starter kit. I'll give you guys a starter kit tomorrow. So I'm going to write on here, starter kit. Starter kit. All right. All right, guys. So it's been an hour and 11 minutes. I am going to go smash that like button before you guys leave. Thank you for joining me, Coach Respect, the wise guy on Instagram, and Coach Respect on YouTube. And in the comment section, let me know what topics you want to know about, because I do want it to be for you guys. Let me know, and I'll add it to the list. And also, if you're new, hit that subscribe button right now, because the next 100 days, I'm going to be on YouTube every day, giving you guys reasons to go out and make money and how to use this powerful thing we call the internet to protect ourselves and to ensure that we have revenue streams of revenue coming in. Millionaires, there's 7 different streams of revenue you can create for yourself. They're in the comment section of this, or the description section, or whatever section you call that. Go invest some time to learn that, put it to memory, and then figure out what 3 you want to do to become a millionaire. Okay? And then just put your time and your commitment into doing that. And it's just a matter of doing the work, not thinking about doing the work, or not overthinking it. Just take action steps, fix the problems as they arise, and just keep moving forward. Get better with time. Okay? It's not a rush, it's not a race. Just get better with time. Get better as you do it every day. You'll get better. It's a muscle. It will grow. 90 days. Just like the 10-minute training that I did, going for 240 down to, I think I got to like 205. Same thing will happen with this. Thanks, guys. Coach Respect. Smash that like button. Peace.